Behold, ladies and gentlemen, for behind me stands a very big, a very bold Mercedes-Benz. We have here a 2015 GL350 bluetec, and it's bold because AMG, that's why. Equipped with the sports package, this example receives the typical in AMG styling treatment, which really means its appearance is anything but typical. The face is bigger, so much bigger, with the size of the mesh, the vents, the massive chrome lip. It's the definition of presence. To the rear, the story continues. More mesh, more chrome, and the tailpipes are still invisible. Now, of course, if we're talking bold, if we're talking AMG, we're talking about rims. These are 21-inch, 5 dual-spoke light alloy AMGs, and I dare say, they're perfect. And the hubcaps, well, they sparkle. Bling bling, yo.
Big Mercedes, big.
Go. When I stand up, ting with fam. Trust me, when I talk, they don't really want it now, bad.
Now look, AMG aside, the GL with its lines, creases, and proportions makes for a first impression that will get you hooked. Now I did say this Benz is big, but having the presence of a truck and the fuel economy of a sedan, it's also smart. This is possible because of the magical and now controversial nature of what you'll find under the hood. Yes, it's a diesel, and here in Toronto, the vast majority of Benz SUVs are equipped with one. Now, the reason for diesel popularity is obvious. At least in Canada, it's the most economic engine both in terms of price and fuel efficiency. This one here has been codenamed the 642. It's been seen in the Mercedes lineup for over 10 years now. That's a good thing, as the engine is very familiar and very refined. Another virtue to this diesel is its performance, 240 horsepower. Now that number is not impressive, but it's also not important. What is important is torque. We're talking about 455 pound-feet. That comes in at a very low 1600 RPM. That's what's important. That's what makes the car quick off the line and gives it a lot of go. However, ladies and gentlemen, the power plant is just foreplay, because if you ask me, this being a proper Mercedes, a real treat is the interior. And if you are familiar with this model, you will quickly notice that on the inside, things are very, very different. That's because this model features a truly exclusive package that is Designo. This means the cabin is decorated with the best of leathers. Here we see a two-tone black and maroon combo. The seats are appointed with contrast piping. There's diamond quilting and top stitching everywhere. The headliner material Alcantara suede. There's metal badging in the backrests, and even the velour floor mats are edged in black Designo leather. Adding Designo leather to a Mercedes is a lot like taking your Benz and dressing it like a Bentley. Another great visual is the brown ashwood veneer. It's open pored. You can touch and feel the grain. It plays so well with the aluminum vents and the leather colors in this cabin. But of course, that's not all. Under every luxurious slice of tree is a strip of color changing lights. Merry Christmas! This is ambient lighting, and on this model you get 3 colors and 5 intensity levels. Quick feature shout out for solving first world problems, and it's a big one. You want to stay warm, but you want your drinks to be cool. You want to stay cool, but you want your drinks to stay hot. You can't do this normally and your day is ruined, but not anymore, ladies and gentlemen, for these cup holders are climate controlled. This button here, press once, the light changes blue, keeping your drinks cool. Press it again, the light changes red, keeping your drinks warm. It's an option and it's absolutely necessary. How could you live without it? Of course, we have the command interface, very familiar, very good. Radio channels are viewed via classical radio tuner display. Navigation is great, the map will display a day or night sky accordingly. Yes, there's Bluetooth and everything is voice activated. Also, satellite radio is a must, whether it's 80s carpool karaoke or holding down the block with hip-hop classics. Also in the cabin, which by the way has been rated the quietest in its class, you get 2 cabin air filters, power, everything, optional ventilated and massage seats. All the seats are heated, obviously. There's also automatic window shades. All this on a air-filled adjustable suspension. In case you're wondering what that means, think of a regular SUV as a metal inner spring mattress and a Mercedes GL as a Sleep Number memory foam. The difference in comfort and versatility, ladies and gentlemen, is day and night. As we move to the second row, it's worth mentioning that all the doors are soft close. This means that upon light contact, the doors will latch and bring themselves in. This is an ideal feature for the civilized, as there's no need to slam. Inside, the Designo love affair is still strong. Leather, stitching, piping. Even the back of the front seats are leather wrapped. The second row benefits from the panoramic sunroof, heated seats, primary climate controls, and automation. Yes, with a press of a button, both sides of the bench will self-yoga, great for third row entry. Regrettably, however, you have to manually relieve them of this pose, and there is no 2-seat second row configuration either. This is the only way. For this, I am sorry. Perhaps you'll find the labor to be liberating. Unfortunately, the world is an imperfect place, and perhaps the only exception are those AMG rims. And yet, all is not lost, as the third row can actually accommodate adults. The seats will go down automatically, and this time they'll go back up automatically as well. This can be initiated from both the second row entry and the tailgate. The trunk space is appointed with chrome accenting, offers 16 cubic feet with all the rows up, 93.8 cubic feet with both rows down. The tailgate itself has power open, power close, central lock, obstacle recognition with automatic reverse just in case of negligence or mayhem, and of course opening height level memory. Finally, there's the tech. Many of the driving aids have become more active as opposed to passive, so they will intervene. For the 2015 model year, the Driving Assistance Package Plus included the following: pre-safe brake, attention assist, active blind spot assist, active lane keeping assist, Distronic with steering pilot. There's also parking pilot, front and rear parking sensors, and a 360-degree camera. This all means a GL can yell at you when you're dangerously distracted, help you brake, or brake entirely on its own. It'll keep you in your lane when paying attention is not a top priority. When you do want to change lanes, you can do so without risking constant neck injury. With Distronic, not only do you get automatically adjusting cruise control, but autonomous steering as well. The GL will also find a spot and park itself, and all the cameras will help keep those AMG rims spotless. There's a real good case to be made for these cars. This is the 2015 GL. The 2017s are the facelifted, they're called the GLSs now, and these things are holding their value, especially with the current speculation about the future of diesel products. Thanks to the Volkswagen emissions scandal, the sentiment is that the Germans can't be trusted. New Mercedes diesel models are currently unavailable in Canada and the US as regulators take their time closely reviewing said models. The only way is to buy used, and in case you're worried about Mercedes joining the naughty list, don't be. All Benz diesels are equipped with an emissions treatment system that is far more expensive and elaborate than what's found inside VWs. Mercedes has even been sued regarding this matter, unsuccessfully of course. So in short, I say, don't worry, be happy, drive clean, enjoy the diesel's torque and efficiency, the cushion of air that is the suspension, all the gizmos and gadgets, and of course, that Designo leather.